hi again, you guys. Welcome to another edition of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records. We are going to play a record by Leo Sayer coming up. We're going to talk about the Leo Sayer records I have in my collection. And I'll tell you a little bit about what I think, what I know about Leo Sayer. And I'm going to play a surprisingly awesome deep cut that I kind of stumbled upon. Thanks to the satellite radio channels, the deep cuts and kind of classic rewind. They play a lot of songs, and I go, "Whoa, what was that?" And how come I didn't hear it when it came out? But that's why they call it deep track. So, if you're new here, this is kind of how it works. It's more about the passion than the expertise and the collection. The vinyl record format really is what this is all about. So, we'll go through the records I have in my collection by Leo Sayer. I think they're in chronological order. And then we'll get to the song from the title track from this LP right here. We'll get to that in a second. But here's, I believe, his eponymous debut record, Leo Sayer. And it had a theme. I don't know what this theme was, but Henry Spinetti plays drums on it, and I don't know what the theme was. It looked like it was some sort of a theme about maybe a production that he was in, a musical or a play or something, and I think it had some sort of a theme where the songs were all together and he was in this sort of get-up. I haven't played it, and I don't know that much about it, but that's the earliest record I have by Leo Sayer, and it probably came out in about, I'm going to guess, about 71 or so, 73. Okay, so now here we have Just a Boy, and I looked through here and to see kind of some of the people who play on this record, where it was recorded at Kingsway Recorders, probably somewhere in London or outside London. And then here's this character again appearing. I just noticed that. Wow. So here and here. And those are like superimposed. Those are all pictures of Leo Sayer. That's very interesting. Don't know that much about that. And then he came out with this this had his really major hit. This is called Endless Flight. And of course, here was You Make Me Feel Like Dancing, which I thought was sort of a song. I probably didn't give it any sort of thought other than it was a little too saccharine for me back in the day when it came out in 75 or so, 76. But interestingly enough, a lot of really great session musicians play on that particular cut, starting with Steve Gadd. I mean, you can't get any better than Steve Gadd on drums. Oh, let's throw in Chuck Rainey on bass. Okay, now we're talking about a little bit of Steely Dan here. Guitars, Ray Parker Jr. and Larry Carlton, and Clyde King is singing background vocals. I mean, she's very famous from the Rolling Stones, among others. So who else plays on this record? Let me just glance at it. Jeff Porcaro, Willie Weeks, Lee Ritenour, Michael Omartian, kind of everybody. Lee Sklar, Bill Payne. I mean, these are the guys. These are Richard T. I could go on, but he really attracted some of the top A-list session musicians in their own right to play with him, at least on this record. This is called Here. I've got quite a few. We got a few more left. Here is Another Year, Leo Sayer. Who plays on this? I'm reading at the back while you guys are looking at the front. Not seeing anybody. This is from 1975, so maybe not in exact chronological order. Thunder in My Heart. And here's this. Let's see what this tells us. Anything. Jeff Porcaro, Lee Ritenour. I'm just scanning through here. Strings arranged by David Paich, who was very famous in that field. More Ray Parker. more Larry Carlton, more Michael LaMartian. Okay. Wow. All right, so that was Thunder in My Heart. And then here is this record, another eponymously named LP. Dancing the Night Away was on here, you might have heard. Okay, so let's get to the title track here. This is really interesting. So here's my thought on this. It sounds a lot in the intro like a very famous Def Leppard song called Hysteria. Tell me what you think down below. I think it sounds hauntingly similar to, at least in the beginning, to Hysteria. Not that I'm trying to make any insinuation, but I sort of already did. But here it is, title track, Leo Sayer, with a great song, I really like it, Living in a Fantasy. that's a song that really kind of caught me off guard. I didn't know it would be that awesome from Leo Sayer. So that's how these work. It was about time. I had quite a nice slice of LPs in my collection by Leo Sayer. I thought we'd get those out and let you guys see them. So tell me what you know or think about Leo Sayer if you care to, or make a request down below, or subscribe, or give the thumbs up. Whatever you want to do is great. You can just kind of pop in, lurk, and watch and listen. It's all good. So this is not about the expertise. This is about the passion and my record collection. So that's what this is. So this was another edition of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records, and hope to see you guys back here again soon. Thanks.